Hello, friends. I'm Reverend Ric Beattie. I'm the senior minister here at Unity of Royal Oak in Royal Oak, Michigan. And it's such an honor for me to share some ideas with you and a brief meditation. And I want to welcome you to summer. The energy of this solstice particularly really touched me and affected me. It was powerful. It's summertime. Grateful. We're starting to come out of the pandemic, at least here in Michigan. We're emerging. All of the state mandated regulations or restrictions have been lifted. It's been a long time coming, don't you think? Anyway, welcome to Wednesday, June the 23rd for 2021. I'm going to share with you the daily word for today, and I do so with permission of Unity, who publishes daily word. The key word for today is illuminate. And the affirmation, I am a glowing light of love and peace in the world. At the apex of the Prayer Vigil Chapel at Unity Village sits a cupola where light continuously glows, a symbol of the light of prayer shining out to the world and the loving faith of all who sit beneath it, holding others in prayer. I've had the opportunity to do that a couple of times. It's an amazing energy in the prayer vigil and in that room. It's amazing. You can feel it. Anyway, it also represents the light that shines within me, an unfailing source of illumination that guides me. I too let my light shine. I hold others in prayer and affirm their highest good. I greet people with a friendly hello or a smile. Together we are radiating centers of light and love. I shine my light with every act of kindness and every breath of gratitude for the actions that bless me. As I let my light shine, I feel my connection with all the world. We are one in a family of divine love. And the Bible verse for today is from the book of Isaiah, which is in the Hebrew Bible, chapter 60, verse 1. Arise, shine, for your light has come, and the glory of the Lord has risen upon you. Glory of the Lord has risen upon you. This idea of being a light to the world is powerful. First of all, light's a very rapid, high-speed vibration energetically. And we're at a very dense level, but light is very, very nimble. It moves fast. I love that idea of being a light to the nations. So it's June here, almost the end of June. Summer just started. Amazing time for all of us. And what a time to come together and meditate. Meditation is my primary spiritual practice. I also have others, but various kinds of meditation. I walk. I listen to some of the Abraham Hicks meditations. I like them. Many of the Unity meditations that are pre-recorded, there are a lot of them. Go to their YouTube channels, just search Unity and you'll find it. Lots and lots of ways that you can get some connection if you want to with someone meditating. And in a moment I'm going to start some music. I'm using Kim Lange, our creative director, prepared this piece for me called 6 Degrees of Meditation. Instead of 6 degrees of separation, it's of meditation, which I love. And meditation is many different things to different people. I have lots of styles of meditation I use, but the most basic one is to allow your breath to teach you. To bring your attention to your breath, to focus there. Because in the big sense, meditation is turning away from the noise, the activity, the drama and the trauma of the outer world, to get ourselves centered and settled, to allow ourselves to find a solid place to stand in our spiritual lives and allow God to minister to us, to download to us, to inspire us, to shine through us as a light. We're called, I believe, to be a light to all the nations, to all people. And we don't have to know how to do that. We just need to get out of the way of it. And so Every great religious tradition has some form of meditation that is being practiced, where people are just allowing themselves to be in communion with the divine presence. However you understand that, whatever words you use. Could be source energy, could be non-physical energy, could be universe, could be, call it what you will, God, Jesus, Allah, Buddha, doesn't matter what you call it. Because all of our words and all of our concepts are pale in comparison to the reality. They just can't describe it. But over time with meditation, you will have developed a connection to something bigger than you, that flows from within you, that bubbles up in you. That's how I think of it. I'm curious to know how it shows up for you. Leave some comments if you would. And if you're watching us on YouTube, please subscribe to our channel. We're trying to get over the 1,000 subscribers mark so that we can return to live streaming on Sunday. So that's very helpful to us. Anyway, this is the time for us midweek to just hit the refresh button. I think of it as a pause in all of the noise of the world. We do that by, first of all, allowing ourselves to relax. When was the last time you really relaxed, when you really thought about it? Because so many of us have just had our heads down and we're just plowing through life. And I know I lived that way for a long, long time. In fact, the last few years have been a time of transformation of much of that for me. And I've learned that it is absolutely essential for me to take care of me and do it regularly. If I really want to be a good pastor, a good minister, it is important that I demonstrate what I teach. And so it's one of the reasons why I do this. This is part of my spiritual practice, is to offer this meditation time for you. So notice your feet, have them on the floor. I think that's preferable, unless you're lying down, and then that's good. Let the mattress be like a hug to you. Let it hug you. But if you're sitting, put your feet flat on the floor if you can, and scan your body. Just noticing if there's any tension anywhere. Is there any tension in your calves? Maybe you've been walking today, you have a cramp, or is there tension in your shoulders? Sometimes I get up here. My chiropractor's been torturing me to get rid of it. He's a good guy, actually. Just get a sense of your body, where it is in space. And I'm going to start some music, as I said, and you and I are going to begin to relax and get into the rhythm of that music. And we're going to bring our attention to our breath, and then we'll follow the breath inward. So I'll prompt you. But nothing, this is not an earth-shattering kind of woo-woo guided meditation. This is pretty basic. The older I get, the more I like it simple and basic. This is time to be with God. To be with God, to be in connection with God, to be in communion with God. Whatever you call that presence and power, it doesn't matter, as I said. So I'm going to start some music. Again, it's the 6 Degrees of Meditation by Kim Lange, our amazing creative director. And I'm going to invite you to take 3 deep breaths with me. Breathe as deep as you can. And then sigh it out forcefully like, ah. And the reason I suggest that is because you'll have a real sense of the release. You're going to take a deep breath in with me. Hold it. Sigh it out. Another deeper breath in. Hold it. Sigh it out. One more deep breath in. Hold it. Sigh it out. And now, my friends, just allow your breathing to take its normal rhythm. The breath is a great teacher, because it's going to come right on time, always, until you're ready to take your last one. Other than that, every breath comes right on time. Nothing we need to do particularly to make it come. Probably more we need to do to get out of its way. I often ask myself, what if I just let it be? What if I just let life be? Let all of it be? What if? And so in this moment, we get a chance to let it be. To be in communion with God, you don't have to know. There's nothing you need to figure out. You don't have to think about it hard. Just allow your breath to have its normal pattern. And allow the music and your breath to carry you inward. Inward to the place that you think of as the center of your being. And should you hear a noise in the room or traffic or something, whatever, let it be just a reminder to you to turn within. And when your mind wanders, and it will, or you'll get distracted and start thinking about something, gently bring yourself back to your breath and follow the next breath inward. Let's start just by sitting for a minute, just in the stillness. If you should hear any noise that disturbs you or distracts you from the meditation, or if your mind wanders off, just bring it gently back to your breath and then ride the next breath inward. And at this time, let's remain in meditation and yet practice being a light to the world, and we can do that by shining a love light. So I'm going to invite you to summon all the love that you have within you. Just imagine that it is like a well filling up in you. And the more full of love you become, the more you give love, the more you have to give. It's an amazing thing. It's contrary to the human law. Our laws would say, well, if I use what I have, I won't have any. And spiritual laws, which when you use what you have, when you give love away, when you give joy away, when you give peace away, you have more of it. Partly because it's who you are. We embody 12 qualities or characteristics of God. In unity, we call them the 12 powers. And right now is the power of imagination, and I am imagination. I can imagine a world that's different. And in this meditation, I have danced with God, floated and just been with God in so many amazing ways. Sometimes soaring and lofting on the notes of the piano. Sometimes just wandering in a sea of joy and peace and love. We call to minds the images of our dear ones, the friends who may be going through something, a journey of healing. I'm thinking of many right now, Bob and Sharon and others. I'm thinking our beloved planet, in the many places that we are dealing with violence of many different kinds. Here in our country, lots of accidental shootings and non-accidental shootings. Shooting of children. The mind wants to be reeled back from it, and yet it's important that we lean into it and illuminate it. Shine some love there. Shine some love to all those who are looking for healing. And we bless all of our leaders, all of them, at every level of government, in business, leaders of organizations, teams, that they might have the inspiration to be good leaders, that they might have the inspiration to lead by example. When we think of all the people who are frightened, who don't know whether to get a shot or not for the COVID-19 virus, and who don't feel comfortable going out. I've talked to many of them. So we wrap them all in light and love, and we call upon the power of love within them, and the power of wisdom, and the power of imagination to rise up and help them see that things can be different. Each of us makes the best decision that we can for ourselves. That's the truth I know. And now send whatever residual love you have, just beam it out onto our planet. People all over the world, California dealing with, and not just California, the West, massive drought and water issues. Those are real. What's also real is our ability to figure out what to do. We have powerful imaginations. If we'll get out of the way and allow spirit to express itself in, through, and as us. That's partly why I meditate. So beam the love that you have left, the energy you have left out to everyone on the planet. And let us say together, Amen. And now, friends, I want you to know just a couple of things. We are having services, if you're local, around here in Southeast Michigan, we're having services on Sunday with live. We're also streaming. We will continue to do both. But we have room for you. You don't need to call in advance. You don't need to wear a mask unless you want to. come and be a part, be in the energetic field and help create that energetic field. We are slowly beginning to return to some new normal. We're creating a new way for ourselves and for each other. Also grateful for your support with your prayers, your love, your tithes, your offerings. You can contribute if you'd like via our website at unityofroyaloak.org. That's Unity of Royal Oak, all as if they're one word, .org. And there's a button there labeled Donate, and we process credit cards and checks through Tidely and credit cards and bank transfers through PayPal. So we have two options there for you. You can also mail things. Our address is on our website in the lower right corner. Whatever you're doing this week as you celebrate the beginning of summer, it's been a little bit cooler. It'll warm up again and we'll have more rain. Every single day is perfect when I just let it be. Remember, my beloveds, that the light of God surrounds us. The love of God enfolds us. The power of God protects us, and the presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is. All is well. Namaste.